Bund Breakout. Different ways of getting in on the trade, and we'll look at it on a video in a moment as well. This is the setup in the Bund. What you've got is after yesterday's drop and then range day, you've got a ledge both down at 16 and also up at 53. There's your ledge, very clear. Now you can be looking at this thinking, right, this is a likely area that is going to break. So you're looking for a move up through that area. Now, what you're looking for now is how you get in this trade. Where do you get long here? It's easy to say, oh yeah, get long, it'll break. What you've got to do is access this trade somewhere in this little box. This gives you a preemptive buy, allows you to get in the trade before the market moves. Nevertheless, even if this doesn't work, even if you don't manage to get in before we get the break, you then also get an additional opportunity to buy. And this will be shown up very nicely in the video. Around 55, 56 is what happens is you get this breakout and then a build of volume. And so I'll show you that in the video in a moment. Target wise, you could be looking all the way through the initial balance from the prior day. So look to take out that early positioning right up towards these highs, which come in at 81. And also you've got this high volume node at 74. So 74 and 81 going to be the areas that you're looking for as targets to the upside on a break higher. So let's go and have a quick look at the video. See how this plays out. I will speed it up in parts for you because of the fact that we do get a little bit of a slowdown. So what we're looking at, this is the breakout. Here's your 53s, just here. And so like I say, you're looking to get in on that little box, and that box that I had drawn effectively is this area here. So what you've got is a break above 46, and you're looking to get in somewhere above 46, looking for a little bit of initiative to the upside. So let's play the video, see how this pans out. Okie doke. So here we are, we're just above 46s at the moment. Not too much going on. Reasonably slow movement in the Bunds at the moment. In fact, what I will do, I will speed this up for you a little bit. Here we go. So there we are. There we see that quick push up of activity through those 46, 47s, 48s, 49s, 50s. We've now got 800 bid at the high as well. So this is just ahead of that 53 area. Trading 52, this is the area that you're looking to break. There we go, through 53. So if you've not been in early, you could have still had a go at buying 54s. So we've got the breakout now. All is not lost, however. If you've not got in here, if you've not already got in, I should say, down at 47s, 49 area, then you can still have a look to get in. What we see happening is, I've illustrated this a little bit early on the replay in terms of where to be buying it. But what you see is you get a few minutes whereby we sit in a very, very tight range and accumulate orders, we accumulate positions in this area. So we've broken above the 53s. There's your 53s. So what you can see is the market is now building volume in this area. So watch this volume around 55s, 56s. The market is not showing too much initiative yet. We've traded 57s, we've taken 57 bid, and still the market cannot push higher. So that's making you a little bit wary. However, what we have got is this very notable dip in volume just below. So 52, 53, 54, no more than 1,000 traded on any, 55 even, no more than 1,000 traded on it either. So when you're seeing that, That's telling you that you can now start having your stops below this dip of volume. So you can have that stop down towards 51s. Whilst the market stays above there, you can be reasonably confident, or certainly you can be reasonably confident of a tight stop, and then look for that continuation move. So we're seeing this volume now start to build up. We're getting trade around 56, 57 area. And we're just seeing this increase in volume. You get this go on for 4 minutes. So not the most exciting, and that's the difficulty with these trades, that you have to trust the trade a lot. You know, we've now seen 5,000 over 2 prices and nothing going on. Now we're getting the push away. And that's where the trust in that trade comes from. That's where having your stop at 51 keeps you in. Now the aggression comes in. Those people absorbing here and selling 56, 57 have not managed to get the move back lower, and that then starts getting people to stop out. That was perhaps people's last chance of a sell, 56 sevens. They don't get it. They don't get the move lower, and so therefore you start getting this little stop out, move up towards 63, so that's this initial spike here. And still, you could now even bring your stop up to a scratch at 55s, just below this peak of volume here. Ideally, I think really you need to maintain your stop at 51s. However, if you want that tight stop, you can have it below 55s or even at a scratch at 55s, looking for that continuation. So we now tested up to 63s, and we're starting to see a little bit more activity. Market's picking up a little bit of pace. Now the next area that you want to be thinking about is how do you get in, or sorry, how do you get out of this trade, considering the pace in the market? So what we're seeing here, pace is building up. It's not too quick just yet. What you want to be seeing is a bit of panic, a bit of the market shifting very, very quickly, taking out 2, 3, 4 prices in one. That's a good sign that potentially we've reached the end of the move. So we're not quite seeing that yet. 66s, remember those targets we had? 74s, that peak of volume, 81s, those previous highs. So if you're looking at purely levels, you could be starting to get out there. There you go, first little flick, first little panic area, and then bang, straight up to 74s. 1,000 came in there. And that's a bit of a show of panic. People are just trying to get out now. Once again, another 700, 800 comes in, and then you get another push up. That's a point where I'd start thinking to myself, right, perhaps you need to start getting out of these positions. You've seen that panic push. Yes, this could end up being a much, much bigger move. But from the point of view of a breakout trade, and that's what this is, remember, this is a breakout trade using a low volume node as support. You want to be getting out when you see that final flurry of activity, that final push in the market that is basically a very clear sign of people stopping out of any of their last shorts, people just giving up and saying there is no more trade in this for a short here, I need to get out. And that's what you're looking for to get yourself out of your longs as well. You're unlikely to then see that flurry and then a continued flurry after that as well. Certainly short term you're not. So that's how we can play a little breakout in the Bund. Crucial to watch out for that low volume area. That's the key to this trade. If you're not in before it happens, it doesn't mean that all is lost. When you get the build up in volume with this dip in volume just below it, that's what gets you in the trade.